In this video, you're going to see me create this beautiful piece. It doesn't go to plan at first, but I do go ahead and fix it. So here's how I do it. I am using this beautiful trinket Druzy mold, and I want to place a Mother's Day tattoo in the middle, and I'm going to use my Jade Action Officials UV resin to do just that. So what I'm going to do is put down a thin layer of my resin onto the mold, and I think I only want the circumference of the tattoo because we're going to fill it up with our regular resin anyway. So this is just to have something to be able to put the tattoo on first. So that's what I'm doing. I think I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, well, that should cover the bit of the tattoo. I am an affiliate with Jade Actions, so if you'd like to get 10% discount on any of the products, use the code Jessica, and you should be able to do that. Just popping a few bubbles here and there, and then I'm ready to set it with the UV light. It does come in the kit, which is quite handy. So while my resin sets, which is a couple of minutes, I'm going to go ahead and cut around the tattoo that we'll be using.
2 very boring minutes later.
So resin is cured and I am just taking the film off the tattoo. And even at this stage, I don't know that I'm going to make a big blunder. I am completely zen, you know, we've got this, it's all going really well. I'm completely oblivious of the fact that this is where it all went wrong. You'll see why. So I've just placed the tattoo on and I'm going to dab it with some water on the back and peel it off as you would with a normal tattoo. I'm really happy with the way that looks, and I'm going to give it a nice wipe before we move on to the next step. So I want to use some dry flowers around the tattoo, and so I go ahead and start placing them around. At this point, I realized that because we're making this in a mold and this is going to be an upside down piece, I need to place my flowers upside down at this point, so that's what I'm doing. And of course, this is where you can get creative. You know, this part is just do it however you like. There's no right or wrong. You could use flowers, you could use anything really. So this is where it's all really nice and zen. And I will give you a pro tip. I'm going to just lightly do a drizzle of my UV resin once again on these dried flowers. And the reason I'm doing this is that these will stay in place once I'm ready to pour my resin in. So I don't have to worry about these floating up to the surface.
A few moments later.
So quick little 2 minutes under the UV lamp and we're ready to pour our resin in.
One hour later.
I was impatient, so I did leave this to set in my resin curing machine. So this was literally set in, I think an hour. So, and I'm ready to demold it. How satisfying is that demold crunch? Now, while that was oddly satisfying, when I get this out, I am literally shocked. My tattoo, the text on it, the I love you mum, is upside down. And I'm in shock at this point because I'm like, how did that happen? And I obviously didn't factor in that we were making it upside down. So I've had time to absorb the shock, and I'm thinking, well, there's a couple of ways to fix it. First being, we could cover all of it, like the entire tattoo, all of it, by some more flowers. But then I thought, I do still want to have that tattoo, and I do still want to make this for my mum. So I am going to put another tattoo on top of the tattoo that we wrecked. And then we'll just place some more flowers around. So hopefully that will work. Now this time around, I am working on the right side up of the piece. So I obviously don't have to worry about what we messed up the last time. I am just placing the tattoo as I would normally.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Soaking up the water, making sure there's no water on the surface. And I am going to go ahead and dot a few flowers around this new tattoo. And we will cover this up with resin and hope, fingers crossed, that it works and hopefully can hide the little screw up that we had. Now would be a good time to remind you, do like, subscribe and comment. Let me know in your comments, how would you have fixed this? Would you have covered the whole thing with flowers? Would you have done it the way I have done it? Or would you have done it another way? So let me know in the comments. I would love to know. Quick torch and we let it cure. This is finally what it looks like. So when you lift it up, you can see a slight reflection of the tattoo underneath, but it's not too bad, to be honest. I'm really pleased with how it turned out in the end. I'm glad we were able to salvage it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching.